You're about to go into a euphoric state of life. In my own life, I've never experienced such a euphoric, I hope I'm saying it right, feeling about my life. Like, as far as the past, being at peace with the present, and even eager and hopeful of the future and optimistic. I believe God is saying now, like, you've waited, you've prayed, you've tried to do it on your own, you found your way back to God for a reason right at this present time. So I'm just issuing someone today to come up out of that grave. Come up out of the grave and the concrete and the dirt and all the chaos and the anger and the lack of love we as a human people, lack. And I feel as though those of us who have this optimistic attitude, have this confidence that I'm okay if some people don't want to be in my life. I'm okay with allowing those people, let them think wrongly about something you posted. Let them think, poorly of you. At the end of the day, I went to a counseling session with a pastor, and like he said, when you get to a certain, when you rewrite your thought life in your mind, and you heal that inner child, you realize you shouldn't care as much as you do about what people think about you. And what I mean by that is, this is the year that you start, but it's also the year that you start things that you're going to finish. You know how it says, some people on their gravestone, they say, fought the good fight and won. That's because in the Bible, it speaks about that race. It speaks about those who don't always win the race, but they still compete and they still finish. So it's not about the pace of which you're going and how fast you're getting there to your goals and how fast you start this or open that or put that out there or whatever, establish this or buy your first home. It's about you running your race and running your race well enough to where you conditioning yourself every day like you're living the life of your dreams, because you have to take care of the temple and the gift that God has given you. And when you take care and you cherish your body better and you start to appreciate your spirit and your soul, and you start catering to yourself and caring for yourself in a different way. And that's everything. Right there, that's everything. That's the love that you have to first start with yourself. The reason why there's so much hate out there and so many people will look at you and think what are you recording? What are you talking about? What are you doing? Why are you talking about that? Why are you saying that? You need to dream bigger. It's because we lack love. And we lack, most important love of all, is the love to love yourself. So I'm issuing to you today to come out of that grave that the world wants you to go into. And actually, I remember when I first experienced the Holy Ghost at this lady's church. She's now passed away, and we have the same birthday, I found out. Real quick, y'all. When I experienced the Holy Ghost, something came over me, and it broke chains off of my life. I also remember her in her message that day. She said there's a lot of people that are alive, but they're not living. There's a lot of dead bodies amongst us, zombies. I feel so much more free and, like I said, that euphoric state of mind, because I'm not just plugged into my phone. And whenever I catch myself in this content creating mindset, as many of us do, you have to remember, more than anything, you're a creator, because you're connected to the creator. You were born and you were made in God's image. So if that's the case, we have to care and cater for ourselves differently and come out of that grave. So until next time, Big COZ.